Om Shanti, everyone. So, after our Avyakti journey chit chat, it's important that we all know about next 3 days Bhatti. So, I request everyone to stay back and let's have clarity about the Bhatti. Sister Shirin will be with us after that and she will explain us about 3 days Bhatti. So for now, let's start our Avyakti journey. Welcome to Avyakti journey, Avyakti Parivar Chit Chat, exploring together the depths of Baba's wisdom. So welcome, dear angel brother Eric.
Om Shanti, dear Avyakti Parivar, each and everyone's loving greetings and blessings. And yes, our dear Mohini Didi, so nice to be again Sunday evening. And I think anyone who has seen the short video that was shown yesterday when we saw you in Baba's room in Madhuban, I'm sure I'm seeing heads nodding already. So those who saw that video, I'm sure, if I'm correct, you would love to go back in Baba's room with Mohini Didi, right? Everyone agrees? So Baba's room is going to be full tonight. I think we can all fit the whole Avyakti Parivar in Baba's room in Pandav Bhavan. And we will only let Sister Mohini sit on the bed, right? Please, everybody, you sit on the floor. And not everyone on the bed. Only Mohini Didi will sit on the bed and we can enjoy. Om Shanti Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti.
It's so nice, I think, I'm sure many have felt like me. I went to bed with that image and I don't know, I had, such a deep feeling of, I don't know what happened, but the love and the belonging, the pull, and knowing that I will be going to Madhuban, of course, in a few weeks, and you will be there. So it's such a lovely experience. And I was wondering if we can go back to that, memories of you and Brahma Baba. On Wednesday, of course, we'll be meeting Baba in a way. And you mentioned how, the first time you met him also, you went to trance. He asked you about, checking the difference between him and the Avyakt form. And I was wondering if you can tonight take us back to how your relationship changed with Brahma Baba over time. So how was your experience or relationship with him in the beginning? When you, the first time you met him, were you a little bit nervous? Were you impressed? Were you thinking, oh, is he reading my mind? Or how would you remember your first time with him and how your relationship with him started?
I was never nervous, but knowing a person takes time, right? One is to know, like, okay, it's the instrument, or, I didn't understand all that when I met him. And I used to be in university when he came to Delhi. And I don't know how many of you know that before Baba came to Delhi and I met him in person, I used to write letters to Baba. And that was, I think, few years in a way, where when I looked at all Dadis and them, and they kept talking about Baba, our Baba, our Baba. And then they said he's old, Mount Abu. So it was like on Mount Abu, old man lives there, but felt very attractive. So I wrote to Baba, I want to be your child, what your conditions are. And so it's a long story. And he replied one thing which stayed with me, that if you study every morning, you will become my immortal child and you will feel being adopted by Baba. So that stayed with me and I did that. Now Baba is coming to Delhi, and I asked sisters if I can meet Baba. So, but I used to go to university, come back around 4:30. So one day they gave me appointment in the evening around 4:45, that when you return, you can come, because where Baba was and where I used to live was quite a distance. In the car, it will take 45 minutes. So that means I have to directly from college go to where Baba was. Said, okay, I will come. And so I went, and they allowed me to shower and all that there. That day, first time I saw Baba's wife also, Yashoda. She was sitting outside. I don't remember what she was doing, but she was doing some karma yoga. I haven't seen her many times, but that day I still remember. Somebody said, this is Baba's wife. I said, okay. So I went in the room. It was good sized room. You know what? I was looking for spirituality in the life, in the sense of I didn't like all these gurus with the beard and women touching feet. No way I could come closer to anything like that. What I was looking for, that how spirituality can make life a decent life, good life, and with some values and all that. So that was my, I was looking for that. So when I came and met him, of course, room was very clean, simple, few things around. We have these days a lot of decorations of candles and all that, but Baba's room was very simple, and he was sitting on, I think it was also not on chair, but same thing as a mattress, but it was like a single cushion was high. That's where Baba was sitting, and there was a little table, I could call it, as a desk. So he was sitting there, and then I went and I sat on floor in front of him. And Baba, I didn't know Drishti, but whenever you go, you meet a person, you look at that person anyway. No? So anyway, there was a good smile, and Baba started asking me in a regular way what I study, where I go. Very normal conversation, which was very good for me, because I thought if I start asking me if I want to go to Mukti or if I want moksha, and I was not ready for moksha or anything, but I was looking for a good life, and the power from where, how can I maintain the values, a good, respectable life, which was not common there that time also. So anyway, had about 10, 12 minutes chat, with Baba. I think he said some very good things. I don't remember. But whatever I remember, I thought they were like, at that time I didn't know, but they were like blessings in my life. And you are very clear. Some things I don't remember all. So this was my first knowing Brahma Baba. I think that God knows us more than we know God, right? He didn't need to know me. He knew. It's so interesting that. So Baba stayed there for a few weeks. So in the morning, whenever I could go, I will go like Saturday or Sunday. After Murli, Baba will call me. Those days, there used to be very big stage, Baba is sitting there. So Baba will say, in 5 minutes, revise Murli. Suddenly he will call. And, in that age, it was so much concentration in the sense of you could remember whole Murli. So he said 5 minutes. I said, okay, I will. I knew how to somewhere or other, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or all the points. even if you have to revise only. So I spoke kind of things he started asking me to do, assignments also. And Brother Jagdish, I don't know how he knew. So whenever there were any challenging situation, he will call me. Can you go with me? Can we do this? Jagdish, why did not that? So that means he knew what I can do, what I cannot. I was not like a public person. I was a very private person. At home, just friends and wherever I am in college, but not, socializing. All that was not in my life. I was just happy with the family home. We will cook, eat. It's a good family. We were quite extended family. But how Baba knew me was a big surprise when I think now. And then very quickly, he starts saying, first he said, come to Madhuban during vacation. So internally I said, it's okay, but who will allow me at that age, 16, to go to Madhuban? Sit in the train and go? No way, girls could never think about that because we never went out even alone, only for university. So anyway, I convinced my mother. I said, let's go, let's go. We get in the train. She said, who will allow us to go? I said, but then take someone else. So I think we asked someone, far off relative, so can you take us to Mount Abu? And how he knew what I would like, what kind of things I would like, what lifestyle, because I was little bit, modern in few things than others, in the sense of I always love bathroom in the room, and I will clean everything myself. And, so when I went, the room which was given to me was a storage because there were no rooms, Baba's room, and you have seen a little hall, but with attached to that, they used to have a room where they will keep silver and things like that. Baba got it empty. That had a bathroom. And I was so surprised. What I wanted was a bathroom in the room. And Baba told them, because nobody will empty, valuables were there. It's quite good sized room and a good sized bathroom. So Baba got it empty and I stayed there with my mother. But whenever I think how he knew, you know, so anyway, it's a long story, but how I came to know Baba and how he knows me, then of course one thing which I didn't like ever was traveling, with public in train, with public in plane, no way. At that time, we didn't go in the flight much. But that's what he wanted me to do, to travel. Said you could go, you can give talk. So first place where I went, he wrote them what to give me to eat. Every day, give her juice, orange juice or something, give her this kind of food. I said, how he knows and how much care those sisters, two of them, they were 15, they were very young. Even now when they meet me in Madhuban, they say, Baba even knew what you like to eat. So I said, I don't know. God knows everything. So received in respect, fed with respect. And that's my whole life was about from beginning, even in Lokik, just be respectful. So that's why I didn't come close to people also, because they don't know how to, some kind of that self-dignity was there where I always thought that people should appreciate. And they can't treat you like, a girl or a woman. but I was like in a very different, that means they have to respect me, talk to me properly. Nobody can say things which are not proper. So I came to know Baba because he knew me. So gradually, I start coming to what he expected from me. Lot of time I couldn't. And I was not a person who ever do things because of fear, or I always was like, I do what I want. So Baba will tell me to do this. And I say, Baba, it's a bit difficult. Child, I will give you traveler's checks. You won't have problem of money. I said, that's not the point. So anyway, I think that he make me do whatever he wanted with the time. But in the beginning, I just said, Baba, it's not practical. And then, of course, I did a lot of projects in Jaipur Museum and Ahmedabad Center, and I was still in university. But the projects he gave me, Jaipur Museum, then Gujarat, there was some difficulties. So one of my uncle was a financial advisor to government, and he was able to get a place, Recently, I think until now, they had that go in Ababa One Center in Ahmedabad. So I spent a month. My uncle was there, and Baba liked him because, a very good person. So this is how knowing Baba in practical, what he wants from me, and some of the things I could said yes, some I said no, I can't do. But ultimately I did, I think. I can say now that he won't say anything which I didn't do. I keep thinking what else he wanted, how he wanted. So knowing Brahma Baba, but also his spiritual journey. Just imagine we saw Yajna when it started in India. Since I think after 1 year when these dadis came to my Lokik grandparents' home. So seeing from there onwards, whole Yajna, whatever different parts of story was there. And of course, Brahma Baba, so, but amazing personality, his strength, his determination, very detached, but was very loving person. Love is not just love, the care. What I was moved by care a lot. Why he cares what we eat or not, why he cares about what driver is taking us to train station. Like that much care. Have I taken food or not? I mean, that's what I do now too. And many tell me, you don't have to do it, we will do. I said, well, it's what I got it from God. I must give it. It's in my nature now to care for people because I got care from God, no? So Baba's love, care, but also whatever he was doing for Yajna, for all of us to sustain us, make us instruments. His journey, I could see, was his remembrance, reminding us, now you're talking to Bab Dada, now you're talking to Mother, Father. We sat and ate with Baba. 3 of us, Baba, Mama, myself, because the table was small. It was with the wall, so 4 cannot sit. So he used to invite one person every time. So he was breaking that barriers of young, old, or new, or I am in Gyan for Baba is Gyan for so many years, and this young person, but he gave a lot of love, and I think many tell me that that's what I did to them. I realize because I got it. So when I give, I don't feel like it's very natural. to give. As you were saying, I was cooking and you were sitting and you will eat. I never thought this is a young person. And, it's kind of the love and care, where belonging. And that's the sustenance I got from Brahma Baba. So I had been seeing his changes in him, more quiet. And before we will go entertain him, take new songs, new toys, and anyone who sang new songs for Murli, because we used to hear and we say, oh, Baba will like this. So just to entertain, people go with problems to seniors, but we went to seniors to entertain them because we feel they already have so much. So we went, myself, there were 2, 3 of us, young ones. We went with some jokes. We went for new dances. We were young. We will, dance in front of Baba. So I'm just giving example that our relationship was, now people say, oh, I haven't called Sister Mohini because I have no problem, right? But you should call for a good news also, no? You should call for something in the sense of good news, not all the time saying, oh, I'm calling you because there's problem. Generally, whenever somebody calls, I knew there is a situation. But also I know I have to help, it's no problem. But I'm just saying our relationship. So Baba made us feel belonging. And I followed his spiritual journey closely also, because that was the whole intent, And then Baba keeps saying you have to be like Father. So lot of looking, observing Brahma Baba helped me also to form a particular kind of nature, how to be with Baba, how to be with others. The way Baba did with me, I have also to be, caring for people's food until now, all that. Because Baba gave me all that, right? So it's very interesting to God as a human, inhuman. Was very,
I'm
very.
sure we wish we would have videos of all these moments, but there are no videos, of course. But listening to you, I'm sure others must feel the same thing. I'm listening to you, and I feel I'm seeing Brahma Baba. He's in black and white, so maybe I should have a color vision. But I see, I think we can feel and see almost the scenes you're describing. And I was wondering, how would you describe what was your process inside of you over time in front of Bab Dada? How did you recognize God, and were you feeling attracted to Brahma Baba, and of course in a spiritual way, or did you feel attraction? Did you feel detached? Were you worried that maybe I should not get too close? Or how was your process? What was your process internally, and how did you recognize God in him? Was it instantly, or did you have to make a little conversation to find how God was sitting somewhere in him? Or how did the process was? Because you were young, at the time.
Yeah, but when I met Baba first time, when Baba, first time when, we used to go close to Baba, and then I felt so much purity. And not only purity, but purifier. And I knew that only God is purifier. Purifier in the sense I felt that my all impurities have been taken away in the first meeting. So whenever I met, the experience I had, one is each one of us, our concept of God was different, right? Before coming to Baba, like some thought God does everything, God does miracles, but my relationship with God was very different. So what I was looking him to be God is from these experiences. But also sitting in the Murli, I once in a while we will see the light, suddenly goes up, like voltage goes up. And we knew Shiv Baba. Shiv Baba now is in Brahma Baba. But also our concentration to listen morely. That's why Baba made me sit in front. There are a few of us, because not for a moment even we won't look at Baba. And we're looking and we are listening and we are absorbing and we feel all the time. I had never thought when is Shiv Baba there or not, because he used to come and go, right? When it was Avyakt Baba, he comes for a few hours. But in Brahma Baba, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, come, give drishti, then he's leave. Never stayed like for long. And one thing is because Baba said, when you are in soul consciousness, Shiv Baba stays longer. If you are in body consciousness, he asked me to take care. So we had that kind of thought. Oh, I have to be in soul consciousness so Shiv Baba could come and meet us. But also as much we love Shiv Baba, that much we love Brahma Baba also, because see, when Shiv Baba comes in Brahma Baba, like Dadi Gulzar, even she was sitting and Baba was not there. We all used to say, we feel Baba from her, because their personalities start becoming like that. Many times Dadi Gulzar, some said, Baba is not there, but we feel. She said, because you all come to meet Baba, I have to create a stage where you can feel Baba. So I think same was with Brahma Baba. These are deep questions, need long time, because sometimes you have to put the whole story together.
Mm.
But definitely all the time this feeling was there. But one thing with me, with God, was like, look, this is what I am, this is what I can do. I was not nervous, nor I was ever scared. And I just always had, even childhood, that I'm your child, this is what I am. So when like I can't do anything, it's my weakness, but I will tell Baba. I said, Baba, I don't think I'm ready for it, but one day I will do it. Many, many things I said no, actually, not directly, some way or other. So my relationship with God always had been, I'm your child and you know what the child is like. And until now, I'm very, very open with God in the sense of, I don't know, say relationship word, God is very high. But I look at him as soul and God. So I am soul, you are supreme soul. So that relationship, And whatever mistakes, shortcomings I had, I always say, okay, I'm ready to face. I don't want to leave it until end at Dharamraj, but let's settle as father and child, So I talk to Baba like that, until now. Even I'm older now in body, but soul is still child, right? So I have a very open, loveful relationship with God.
I can't believe this is already 8:20 and we're just starting another conversation, but we'll continue next Friday for sure. I mean, I'm just fascinated. There were 2 questions from last night as well, and I was hoping to bring them to you, but I think next Friday I will make sure we talk about it. But thank you for taking us in. It seems like watching a movie, just going in time and thinking, I want to know the next scene in the movie. So I don't know, we'll have to wait a few more days, but thank you for sharing. It's really, I think we relate, like you're sharing your own experience, but I think it shows us an option how to talk to Baba, how to connect with him. So I'm sure many will take a lot of benefit from your sharing. So thank you for taking us back in time and also in the present. So really lovely and lots of appreciation, Mohini Didi, and enjoy the evening. And yeah, we'll be in Bati for 3 days. So we'll be together and I'll see you again next Friday night. So Om Shanti and good
Om
night.
Shanti. Om Shanti. Mhm.
Thank you.